Evening. Thanks for joining us. Local government officials reacting to the Joint Finance Committee and its move to reject a bill addressing the financial shortfalls in Brown County courts. You'll remember at the end of 2024, the Wisconsin Counties Association asked for $70 million in the state budget to eliminate circuit court funding deficiencies around the state.
And last month, Representative Ben Franklin of De Pere introduced a bill that would have added 2 judges, 3 district attorneys, and 2 public defenders here in Brown County. Now, in a First Alert update, Taylor Zebo looking into what comes next now that proposal has been rejected and what that means for Brown County taxpayers.
In Brown County, 500 people have been stuck behind bars for over 2 years waiting for their case to be heard in court. The backlog of cases totaling near 5,000.
Brown County is the biggest backlog of court cases in the whole state. And in part, that's because our population has been growing and the court system hasn't been growing along with it.
You know, people have a right to a speedy trial. That's actually a Sixth Amendment right that people have. And so I think that we can do better and we need to do better.
Franklin's efforts to do better were voted down yesterday. So for now, the status quo exists. But the state is obligated to fund the circuit court system. Right now, counties are funding roughly 80%, about 60% more than they should.
These things take time, it takes education, and it takes advocacy. And so right now, we feel like we're in a good spot. It is disappointing, but at the same time, we'll continue to work.
Because there was a lot of local momentum behind this from people in both parties, not just Democrats, not just Republicans. And I thought that we had the merits on our side in this, that we were going to do something that was going to help public safety in Brown County, that was going to save the local property taxpayer money, and we weren't able to pull it off, and that's a shame.
Struckenbach estimates the funding shortage is costing taxpayers about $6 million annually. But with the Joint Finance Committee agreeing to some increased funding yesterday, perhaps some help is on the way.
So I think that everybody seems to see the need, and that's why I felt so optimistic that things will get done. I do think it's important to note that there was $10 million put toward the circuit court system for the state of Wisconsin yesterday. So I think that's a positive step in the right direction.
That's the challenge at this point, is trying to figure out how to get the rest of the state legislature to recognize that the court system funding is upside down and that courts, that the counties need to be made whole.